What's up, guys? This is another video about the predictive programming for the power grid attack that is somehow going to happen in the next year at some point. Maybe even in November or October this year, but definitely I think sometime in the next year. If you haven't watched my prior 2 or 3 videos, please go back and watch them, or else you're not going to fully understand the information and how I've pretty much solved their riddles. I mean, I'm not saying I've got it completely understood, but I definitely understand what they're communicating through these games. So I told you that the first thing I want to start off by saying is that this is all about Jupiter. Okay? Why Jupiter? Because Jupiter is the god of electricity, the lightning bolt. He's synonymous with Zeus, and most people know Zeus as the god of the lightning bolt. But Jupiter is the same thing. Now, Jupiter is the Roman god, so this is why I want to focus on the name Jupiter, because the numbers are more aligning with him. But it's not that Zeus, the word Zeus, is completely void of this ritual, because it's definitely part of it. Remember, guys, Arnold Schwarzenegger played Zeus in the Super Bowl commercial last year, or last Super Bowl, and he knocked out the power with a power surge. Okay? And again, Arnold Schwarzenegger, there's a lot of stuff to talk about him, but I'm not going to get into it here. So, anyways, let me show you first of all how the 129 is important to Jupiter, electricity, and all this stuff, that how I'm going to tie all this stuff together. So first of all, in Gematria, which is simple the code of turning letters into numbers. So A is the first, B is the second, C is the 3, all the way up to Z, which is 26. And this is how you use these ciphers to decode, right? So if I type a word, it's going to add the numbers that I get of each letter into a value. All right. So for instance, when you talk about the main point of this whole video is electricity. Okay. The main focus of all this is all about electricity. So the main word that I want to focus on and how it ties in with everything is the word electricity. And I want you guys to focus on all 4 numbers that you're seeing here. Most importantly, the 129. Remember, guys, the reason I caught on to this is because the final score of this game was 12-9, like 129, like electricity. And then I saw that the Denver Broncos played in a stadium that was named after EMP power, like power. Right? An EMP is a weapon that can knock out power, electricity. Same thing. Their stadium is literally the meaning of this is also clear, because the final score of their game on a Thursday. Remember, Thursday is the day of Jupiter Zeus, the electric. And on a Thursday, you have a final score of 12-9 when electricity equals 129. And you have a team that plays in a field that's named after Empower, like electricity. So that's how I caught on to this. And you have a quarterback that's used to play for Seattle and now plays for Denver. I'm going to get how this ties to Seattle. But first of all, back to the Gematria. Electricity equals 129, 57, 168, and 69. Now, guys, there is a saying. I'm not going to look it up because you guys can look it up. They say, "Hail Zeus." All right? But since Zeus and Jupiter are synonymous, I just replaced the word Zeus with Jupiter. And let me show you how impressive this is. If you type in "Hail Zeus," sorry guys, not "Hail Zeus," "Hail Jupiter." Sorry about that. So "Hail Jupiter" and electricity are direct matches. Look at that, guys, all across the board. That can never be a coincidence, considering Jupiter is the god of the thunderbolt, electricity. Okay? So this is your most important thing. So now let me set up a timeline for you. On Obama's birthday, and many times I've compared Obama to Jupiter, okay? Because a lot of the rituals that have happened have been tied to Jupiter and Obama. So notice that on a Thursday, on Obama's birthday, you had a lightning strike at the White House. I'm not going to pull it up here. You guys can look it up. There was a lightning strike at the White House. All right? On Obama's birthday, on a Thursday, on the day of Jupiter. Okay? The next month, the Queen died. Okay? The Queen died on a Thursday. Okay? And she died, and her name equals 168 like electricity. Queen Elizabeth II equals 168. Okay? Queen Elizabeth II equals 168, just like electricity, just like Hail Jupiter. Okay? And if you take out the 2, Queen Elizabeth equals 69, like Hail Jupiter. Okay? And electricity. So again, she dies on a Thursday. I already connected her to the movie Jupiter Ascending, which came out back in 2016. So again, she's all about Jupiter. Her husband died on the 99th day of the year in 2021. Jupiter equals 99. Okay. So and remember this 99 and this 36 going forward, because it's going to keep coming up too, the 99. So anyways, so you have Obama's birthday, Thursday, lightning strike. You have the Queen dies. She's tied to Jupiter, and she dies on a Thursday. Okay. The next month, you have this Colts game. All right. And this happened on a Thursday. Most football games don't happen on Thursdays, only one per week. And this just happened to be on a Thursday. And it happens to be the same score as what electricity equals. Hail Zeus, electricity, both equal 129. Remember, guys, 129. It's going to be the main 168 and 129 and 57 are the main 3 numbers that you need to know in electricity. 69 is important too. But basically, the score of the game on a Thursday, on the day of electricity, the score was 12-9. Again, how much more perfect could you get it? And now you had, let me bring this up. Okay, let me open up another window, show you guys. So now you have a lightning strike on a Thursday again this week. And let me show you how that's tied, because I'm going to show you how this is connected to Seattle, Washington. So you have another lightning strike the other day on a Thursday. Look at this, Thursday. And it causes a church wall to collapse, and the church's name is Sugarland Church. So we go back over here, and we're going to bring up Sugarland Church when my computer loads. Sorry, guys, the computer is slow, I told you. So you're going to bring up Sugarland Church, and you're going to get a direct match in 2 ciphers to Seattle, Washington. Watch this. All right. So let me take away these. And I want you to compare the church that gets struck by lightning, that causes it to collapse. All right. And I want you to compare the place I'm saying is going to get hit with some sort of electricity event. Notice they match in 2 ciphers, 68 to 47. Now this brings me to Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson used to play for the Seattle team, and he was traded this year, okay, to the Denver Broncos. And remember, I told you guys, he played for the Seahawks, now he's the Broncos. The Broncos stadium is all about electricity predictive programming. Even the name of the Seattle stadium is called Lumen, like light. Electricity gives us light. So basically, I want you to notice something about Russell Wilson, okay? Not only does he have Carrington as his middle name, which if you guys go back in history, you're going to see that there's one big electrical event that happened in history with the word Carrington called the Carrington event, and it happened in 1859. Just go look it up. What's the chances that this guy who's all tied to electricity, has the same middle name as one of the biggest electrical events, power outages, in history? Not a coincidence. He's also 33 years old right now. And this is huge, not only because he wears the number 33, okay, but also because he was born, if you go to his birthday, which I'm going to pull up here for you, 11/29 is Russell Wilson's birthday. He was born on the 333rd day of the year, okay? Just like he's 33 years old right now, and he wears the number 3. And in this game, the electricity game, the only points scored were three-pointers. Notice all of them were field goals. So in football, a field goal is worth 3. And notice that the Broncos scored 3 field goals in the first, each one in each quarter. So you have a 3-3-3, like Russell Wilson's day he was born, on the 3-3-3 day. See that? And the Colts scored all threes as well. So no one scored any touchdowns. It was all threes. Again, tying back to all the threes I just showed you. And then the score happened to be 129 like electricity. But, so he's born on the 333rd day of the year. This day, his birthday this year has date numerology of 82 and 19. And this is clear indication of something with Seattle, because if you type in just Seattle, you get 82 and 19. Just like the date numerologies of this day, 82 and 19. So, again, guys, what are the chances of all this? What are the chances of all of this? And now you have another lightning strike on a Thursday. All this stuff happened on a Thursday. Obama lightning strike, Queen died, the Colts football game with the electricity game, and now this new lightning strike in Houston, Texas. Okay, so I closed it already, but I just pulled up that lightning strike that hit the Sugarland Church in Houston, Texas. Okay, and you have Russell Wilson, who played for the Seahawks, tying all this to the threes. And I'm going to talk about him more in just a minute. But what I want to talk about now is the Seahawks schedule. Because now I want to talk about the football team, because again, these games are signaling something, okay? And the team they play this week, guys, is the Cardinals. And I'm going to show you how that's tied here in a minute. But what I want to talk about is next week, right after the Black Adam movie comes out, okay? So there's a movie coming out called Black Adam. And again, guys, it's a Jupiter thing, okay? This movie is coming out on 10/21, and it's starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Ugh, can't talk. But anyways, Black Adam is all about the lightning bolt again. And you're going to notice that this movie... Sorry, guys, I don't know what happened there. Somehow I brought up my movie theater. Black Adam. So, again, my computer's slow. Let me wait for it to load. Oh my goodness, guys. My computer is malfunctioning. So anyways, guys, just trust me. There's a movie coming out called Black Adam, and it's starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The first airing of this movie is going to be on a Thursday. He has a lightning bolt right on his chest, okay? And so, again, all these things happening on a Thursday, they're all tied to electricity. But anyways, 2 days after the Black Adam movie comes out, which is all about electricity, the Seattle team is playing the electricity team, the Chargers, with the lightning bolt. And I already talked about them in the last video. So now, this week, they're also playing a team that's connected to electricity, the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, and I'm going to show you how. So the Arizona Cardinals have a player named JJ Watt. Like electricity watts, electricity. And he's currently 33 years old, just like Russell Wilson. And he basically was born on Skull and Bones Day, March 22nd, right? But he's the same age as Russell Wilson, and he wears the number 99. And how is this tied to Jupiter again, guys? Well, again, it ties to Jupiter because, as I showed you before, in Gematria, Jupiter equals 99. Just Jupiter itself. And when the computer loads, I will show you what I mean. Again, guys, I'm sorry for the slow computer. I'm going to try to talk while I'm waiting for this. But what I'm saying, guys, is that the Jupiter ritual is clear. It's written all over the place. And I couldn't be more clear with you how all this is tied together, right? I mean, I think I'm being very clear on how this is tied together. Let me close another window so this screen will load. Guys, this is already the third time I've recorded this video, and I'm not going to stop recording another video just so I can get a screen to load. Again, it's my fault for not having good technology, I guess, but what am I going to do? I've never had my computer be this slow. So anyways, guys, it finally came up. Let me show you what I was just talking about, how this week, before they play the Chargers next week, the Seahawks, the Seattle team, are playing the Cardinals, and the player on that team, JJ Watt, who wears the number 99 like Jupiter. Okay? So he's tied to electricity in two ways. He wears the number 99 like Jupiter, and his name is Watt, right? Like watts. All right? And Watt has the same gematria, a very similar gematria to the word kill. Notice that, right? Watt and kill have the 44 and the 64. And I haven't looked up his gematria, but you're going to notice that he has the 84 like Jesuit, 42 like Washington's the 42nd state. But anyway, JJ Watt's not the huge part of this, but what I'm saying is that the Seahawks are playing this team with JJ Watt, and then they're playing the Chargers. And that's 2 days after the Black Adam movie comes out. And the Black Adam movie is all about electricity. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is this Colts game that happened. The final score was 12-9. Remember, like electricity. All right, so it's gonna be. The question is, how long is it going to take for them to actually perform this ritual? Is it going to be soon? Is it going to be next year? When exactly are they going to do it? That's what I need help trying to figure out, guys. I need some more help here. You know, like I need people to also try to figure out these clues with me. You know, it could happen on the 19th of November because, you know, you have some connections. It could happen on the 11th, which is Washington State's. And this would make sense, guys, because this game is 36 day, or this 11/11, which is Washington State's founding date, where Seattle is 36 days after this electricity game. Okay, 36 days after this. All right. And the reason that's important, guys, is because the Queen died on Obama's 36th day of his age. And remember, we had a lightning bolt on Obama's birthday. So it's interesting that it's 36 days. It could be sooner. You know, it could be sooner, but it's hard to say, guys. But if you guys see anything, please let me know. So let me dive into the gematria real fast so this video doesn't get too long. Another thing I want to bring up here is I want to break down a news story that just came out today about a bus riding dog. And this blew my mind, guys. Meet Eclipse, a Seattle dog who rides the bus by herself. And look at the news story that came out today. Seattle's famous bus riding dog, Eclipse, her name is Eclipse, guys, come on, has died. Remember, guys, all this is about the eclipse. You know, the Jesuits, and they love the eclipse. We're going to have a solar eclipse on the 25th, a partial solar eclipse. And then we're going to have a lunar eclipse in November as well. But the point here is, just wait till I show you what I mean, guys. So this dog that they call the bus riding dog, let me tie this to the electricity game first, okay? So notice that if you type in bus riding dog eclipse, which is the title that they give this dog, it equals 198 and 99. Remember, Jupiter equals 99, but I want you to pay close attention that bus riding dog eclipse equals 198, like Russell Wilson. I just talked all about Russell Wilson. He used to play for Seattle, and now this dog from Seattle just dies, and the title that they give this dog, bus riding dog, and then you add the name of her, it's 198, just like Russell Wilson. Okay? And it's 99, like electromagnetic pulse attack. Okay? It's also got other matches to other things. 108, like terrorist attack. Terrorist attack also equals 198, like Russell Wilson. You see what I mean, guys? And the 153s are all over. Russell Wilson has a match to electromagnetic pulse attack. 153. Notice that bus riding dog eclipse also has the 315, which is a different order of the 153. And guess when November 11th is, guys? November 11th is the 315th day of the year. And what does this dog equal? 315. When was Washington State founded? On the 315th day of the year. Seattle's in Washington, and this dog dies, and it has ties to electromagnetic pulse attack, Russell Wilson, terrorist attack. Come on, guys. I don't think I need to say much more. So let's even hit more. Actually, let me say more, because here's more. So I just told you guys about the game. I talked to you about Black Adam. I talked to you about that electricity game, right? Where the score was 12 to 9, like electricity. But remember, guys, this game took place on October 6th. This electricity game. Guess what day of the year that is? That's the 279th day of the year. Guess what this dog equals, guys? Or no, sorry, guys. Guess what electromagnetic pulse attack equals? It equals 279, like the day of the year this game took place. This Colts-Broncos game that I just showed you right here. So it has the same Gematria, 279, as the day of the year when this took place. Okay? And it's 36 days, like Jupiter. Okay? So let me tie the players in that game, because remember, in my other video, I told you that Nick Bonito, okay, of the Denver Broncos, he hit Nyheim Hines right here, and he knocked Nyheim Hines out with a concussion. But just look at the numbers, guys. Nick Bonito knocks Nyheim Hines out. They both equal 129, like electricity. They both have matches to other things here. Just notice how all these things match, guys. Bus riding dog equals 129. Come on. Like, are you serious? I was just telling you guys all about the 129, and then a bus riding dog just happens to equal 129, and it's in Seattle. If I haven't shown you already, look at what Black Adam equals. It equals 48, like the player that knocked out Nyheim Hines in the game, in the Broncos-Colts game. Not only that, guys, but Black Adam, the electricity equals 195 and 60. Okay? Just like bus riding dog equals 195. Okay? So Black Adam, the electricity movie that's coming out, and the bus riding dog also match. You see what I mean? There's no chance. There's no chance of this happening. And look at Hale and Jupiter in the middle of all this too. Obviously, electricity all tied to this. They have all the same numbers almost. And that's where I wanted to bring in the Judgment Day, which is the WWE group that's going on right now. Notice that Judgment Day equals 48, like Nick Bonito, and like Black Adam. Okay? And remember, the Judgment Day, I already talked about them in my other video, but they have a guy from New York who equals 129, his name. So it's just so clear. It's so obvious that they're planning it. It's just a matter of figuring out when. You know what I mean? Is it going to be this year? Is it going to be next year? It's just guys like I don't know how much better I could do in cracking a code. I think I'm dead on. I'm not trying to like hit my own bubble or anything here. I'm just trying to like easily say that I'm just trying to be transparent with you guys and say I'm not trying to be like get it right like, on the exact day, but I'm just saying that it's there something is coming with Seattle and electricity. So, anyways, I think I hit all my points. I'm trying to remember if I forgot anything here. Again, the 315 guys, this it's huge because remember the bus riding dog Eclipse, which is her name, equals 315, and 1111, which I've been talking about, is the 315th day of the year. And guys, one last thing I want to show is her name, the dog's name, Eclipse, equals 33. Remember all the 33s? Okay. With Russell Wilson. Also, do you guys remember who Broncos and Colts game? Guess what the Colts equal? 69, like Eclipse. Okay. And so you got the 33 in her name, the dog's name, and you got the 69 matching the Colts. Remember, I tied this all to the Colts-Broncos game. And then, you have the 69 matching the Colts in her name. And actually, if you type in the word Doomsday, I just talked about Doomsday in my last video with the WWE thing. But notice that Doomsday and Eclipse are almost a direct match. 69. Doomsday equals 96. Eclipse equals 69, but they have the 33s, the 120s, and the 39s. Okay? So I'm just telling you guys, like, I don't know how more obvious I can be with this. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching my videos. If anyone can add to this about a better date, like can help me figure this out better, I'd much appreciated. So anyways, guys, take care. I'll see you in the next video.